And on this occasion, I am very much thankful today's chief guest, Madam Malika Garu, and the founder, secretary and executive chairman of this group of education institutions, Dr. N.S. Kalyan Chakravarti Garu, and today's guest of honor, the principal of Acharya Nagarjuna University, Dr. E. Srinivas Reddy Garu, and my principal, Dr. Y.V. Hanumantarao Garu,
and all the students of Quiz College. How are you? All good? Yeah? Okay. So first of all, I am very happy to come over here. Thank you for the invitation. It's always a great experience to interact with students and teachers. So today I will be speaking about some thoughts, some things which I thought that it would have been very good if I had known when I was in college. That I realized too late after I finished with my college and after all the struggle was over. That is when I got to realize that these are some things which are very important in life. And had I known them when I was in college and school, life would have been more simple and easier and less complicated for me. So first observation I want to share with you is that it's okay to not know. Like when I remember when I was in class 9 and we had to choose in when I was in class 10 and in 11th we have to choose our stream, whether you want to take maths or you want to take bio or you want to take arts. I used to worry every day in class 10. I would go to my parents every evening, sit with them and cry about I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And then when the time came, when I was in 12th, which stream to go for, whether to really do engineering or go into Delhi University and go into economics or pursue something like that. I used to be so worried all the time. I wasted a lot of time feeling worried. Then when I was in college, second year, third year, about whether should I do PhD, should I do a job, what should I do? So ultimately, only in fourth year I was able to decide I wanted to do civil services. Before that I had no clarity. So what I want to tell everybody is that a lot of us when we are students, we waste a lot of time doing this worrying business. Lot of time we spend on worrying, talking about our worries to our friends, to our parents instead of studying at that time, or if you don't want to study, go and enjoy yourself. Don't waste so much time in worrying. And accept it. If you don't know what is going to happen to you in life, when will it will happen, it will happen. Don't be so concerned about it. Like in the first year you are worrying about what job I will do after fourth year. There is still time. You experience your subjects. You are how many first year people are here? First year students? Okay. So you are having a 4-year course, right? You don't know what will happen in 3 years. You will have so many experiences, you will try different courses, you will realize what you like, you will realize what you don't like, and gradually you will be able to understand what suits you. So it will take some time. So don't try to speed up the process by worrying. It will not help you in any way. Go with the flow, go with the task what has been given to you, and gradually by the end of your 4th year, most of you should be able to figure out what you want to do. So that is very, very important. Instead of worrying, you spend that time, go for a movie and enjoy. Don't waste time worrying, what will happen to you, kya hoga mera, mummy, I don't know what to do in life. Lot of us, I used to waste a lot of time in this, and that is something I forget, that I regret. Then one more thing is that try to know yourself. Now you will be, when you are studying, you are participating in extracurricular activities, try to see, observe what are the things you like, what are the things you don't like. What is your personality? Are you a person who does not like too much social interaction? Are you a person who is very good in artistic type of things? So see what is your comfort zone. Then whether that comfort or discomfort is because of some fear or because you are naturally bent like that. For example, if you realize you are not a person who is so much into social interactions, then if you take a job, for example, if you take journalism, you will not be able to do well in it because it is against your basic nature, right? It is against your basic nature to interact too much with people. So then you will have a very tough time. But there are two things. Some things we think are our basic nature, but they are not actually our basic nature, it is due to fear. For example, when I used to hate social interactions. It is only when I came into this job and when I started working in the field, only then I have started talking to people like this. Before this, I would not talk to anybody. Even in my college, I would not speak to anyone. Only my limited 4 or 5 friends I used to speak to them. But still I came into this job and I was able to overcome all my fears of social interaction, of talking to people and everything. So it's not something that is fixed. But there might be some things, but that creates a lot of struggle in you. For example, my first 3-4 years of my service, whenever I would be called to, I would be stressed for 2 days, see what I am going to speak in the public. They are going to ask for me to say something, I don't know, I don't want to say anything to anyone, I just want to go. So, it created a lot of stressful situation for me for some years. It is only now that I am comfortable to speak to people. But it took some time. So, I had to change my nature because I came into this job. Because this job, you cannot do policing without talking to people, because our job is minding human beings, right? We are monitors. We are class monitor for the whole city or town or district where we are. So it is not a job you cannot do, you can do if you are not social. So I had to change myself. So you also have to make a decision. What is your inclination right now? What kind of things you like, what you don't like, and what is the job you are thinking about? Is it matching or is it not matching? If it is not matching, are you willing to change yourself? If you are not willing to change yourself, don't take such a job. So be aware. You constantly observe yourself. Where I am feeling comfortable, where I am not feeling comfortable. What are the kind of things I try to find excuses from. Where I try to run away from. For example, I used to run away from all these gatherings. I never used to take any public speaking activity. Never have I ever made a speech on the stage in my school and college time. We will also do. Don't do this. You think about why it is cool, why it is cool to go to US, why it is cool to do PhD, why should I do this, whether it really makes sense for me. For example, for the greatest time I used to think I will do PhD. But then I did some internship, then I thought what will I do after that, then I changed my thing, I do a job. Then I did my internship in IBM. Over there I realized that it basically means that I have to go to the same office every day. For me personally, I did not like that idea. I did not like the idea of going to the same office for years, to sit in the same place for years. I wanted a more adventurous kind of life. That every day I should have new situations, new things, new places to go. That is why I came to civil services. Not because civil services is very prestigious. Like many people will opt for civil services because they will say they want to serve people, okay? They will say that I want to do public service. I want to help the people. So I am going to go for IAS, I am going to go for IPS. Lot of people will say this. Some people genuinely believe this, but large amount of people do it only for status in the society. And no other reason, because it is a very respectable position. If you become the collector, if you become the SP, they have observed how people run after the collector, how much respect he gets. So they want that, and that is why they want to go to IAS.
సో ఇవాళ మాకు ఇక్కడ క్విజ్ 24th ఫెస్ట్ జరిగిందండి. ఇది యాన్యువల్గా జరుగుతుంది. ఈ ఫెస్ట్ యొక్క ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఏంటంటే స్టూడెంట్స్లో మల్టీ టాలెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి. వాళ్ళ అకాడమిక్గా, వాళ్ళ సైంటిఫిక్గా, వాళ్ళ లీడర్షిప్, వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్ట్రా కరిక్యులర్, కో కరిక్యులర్ యాక్టివిటీస్ చేసిన ఏరియాస్ చాలా ఉంటాయి. అవన్నీ కూడా ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్లో వాళ్ళు ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేసుకోవడానికి పాసిబిలిటీ దట్ ఎంకరేజెస్ ద స్టూడెంట్, which improves their leadership capabilities and activates them a lot. So this is the significance of this event. Every year we are doing, and every year we are improving the process. So we will do this, and every fest will have some strength in it. So thank you very much for this. Thanks.